GamingBolt presents 15 most powerful giants in video games. Some enemies in video games tower above all others, proving that occasionally size does matter. Here are the 15 most powerful giant monsters in video games. MALUS, Shadow of the Colossus. The final Colossus is not a moving behemoth, but rather a massive tower, looming over the player. You must climb up its hulking body, avoiding its devastating blasts and hunting down its weak spot, and finally sinking your blade into its rocky skin. The Titan, Sanctum 2. After the epic final battle in Sanctum 2, the credits finally roll. But as the words roll down the screen, as you overlook a battle in the distance, a skeletal titan lumbers onto screen. It seems unbothered by the explosions and gunfire. It's impossible to ignore as the credits continue to scroll, and the screen fades to black before it can unleash any real damage. MECHONIS and BIONIS, XENOBLADE Chronicles 2. The world of XENOBLADE Chronicles is set on the bodies of two giants. BIONIS is a titan of land and the natural, while MECHONIS is a mechanical menace. The game opens with the two colossi clashing, crossing swords and creating the universe. They prove their power in mere seconds, showing why they are not easy to deal with. DARKSIDE, Kingdom Hearts. This massive Heartless is suspended in the middle of a dark void, bits of debris and shadow swirling around him. He's no pushover, ensuring that Sora has an incredibly difficult time putting him down. He's a pure embodiment of evil and loneliness, the final form of the smaller Heartless that players have been picking off for the entire game. The Last Giant, Dark Souls 2. The Last Giant sits in a barren room, the chains around his limbs tethering him to the ground. The instant the player walks through the mist, he slowly rises, stalking towards them and swinging its massive limbs, kicking up dust and more often than not smashing the player into the ground. Colossal Titan, Attack on Titan. Titans are massive as is, but the Colossal Titan stands above them all. Steam billows from his muscular form, distorting the air around him. The heat that his body gives off makes fighting him incredibly difficult. When Aaron does try to take him on, he can barely reach the nape of his neck. It's a fight that you have very little chance of surviving, but the pure spectacle makes it worthwhile. DEATHWING, World of WARCRAFT. The cataclysmic force that destroys the world of Azeroth towers above every player, raining down destruction on them, his dragon form casting a shadow over the land as he flies overhead. His power isn't even in question, especially with the damage he does to the world, completely changing the world and giving players a new playground. KRAID, Super Metroid. Walk into this boss room in Super Metroid, and the mighty KRAID will rise from below as he takes up multiple screens. A truly imposing creature that proves no easy task to take down. He begins a full frontal assault, forcing Samus to leap from platform to platform, searching for some way to take him down. His pure size made this fight quite a spectacle, even on the SNES. ADAMANTOISE, Final Fantasy XV. Taking down the ADAMANTOISE is one of the most difficult challenges in Final Fantasy XV. It looms over your party, sending clouds of dust billowing across the screen. You'll need to be level 99 to take it down, and getting to that point is no easy task. Fighting it will also require some outside help, namely that of the enormous summons that Noctis can call on for aid. HEKATON, BULLETSTORM. The dilapidated city in BULLETSTORM has seen some wear and tear, but once HEKATON has torn through it, it is little more than a pile of rubble. The creature towers over even the tallest of buildings, slowly walking through the buildings, wreaking havoc as you pump it full of bullets, just waiting for it to keel over. Giant Mutant, Rage. The mutants in Rage prove to be quite troublesome throughout your journey, but none more so than the Giant Mutant. You'll need a rocket launcher to take it down, slowly peeling away its mechanical body parts, revealing the remaining bits that you can still harm. You'll have to fight it from inside of a building, getting high enough that you can fire rockets directly at its disgusting face. Bowser, Super Mario Galaxy 2. What separates this Bowser fight from all of the others is that the Koopa King is quite literally the size of a planet. He hurls small planetoids at the red-clad plumber, spitting fireballs that can completely engulf the famous hero. The fight is made much more exciting thanks to the stunning scale, something that hasn't been done in a Mario title before. Calamity Ganon, Breath of the Wild. This incarnation of Ganon is a sight to behold, swirling in an inconceivable mass above Hyrule Castle before coalescing to take down the young hero. The entire game leads to this confrontation with an ancient evil that has plunged the majority of Hyrule into darkness and even brought Link to his knees 100 years ago. BERSERK LAVIENTE, Monster Hunter series. This massive serpent leaves the entire battlefield consumed in flames. It's not an easy beast to take down, requiring a team of skilled hunters to even make a dent in its jet black armor. They are listed as colossal in size, easily painting a picture of how they tower over hunters, even as most of their body lies coiled on the ground. Saints Row 4 The Giant Soda Can. The Matrix-like world that Saints Row 4 takes place within is filled with bizarre events and a healthy dose of unconventional humor. The giant soda can that stomps through the digital steel port is a sight to behold. He's an incredibly unique enemy, fitting in perfectly with Saint's other bizarre foes. He may be a mass of aluminum, but he's no pushover, doing quite a bit of damage before he's stamped out for good. And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at GamingBolt, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.